I'm not for most candies. I hate Whoppers. I mean,
Well, everybody hates those.
no, not everybody. People like them. People will opt for the Whopper. If you give them choices, they go, "I want the Whoppers." I'm like, why? No one wants that. It's a mothball covered in chocolate.
Exactly.
Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Maverick here.
Wolfman here. Don't forget to find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and the big one, YouTube. Make sure when you watch our episodes, you give a big thumbs up so we can keep bringing it to you.
Well, all right, all right, all right.
We got a little fun today. It's our Halloween episode.
Well, obviously you are Bat Wolfman, man.
Bat Wolfman Man. What are you?
I'm a marathoner. I knew you wouldn't get it.
Well, I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought maybe some 2001 Space Oddity or something like that. Who knows?
You know how hot this thing is to wear?
That's why you got to do it in the garage. I'm nice and toasty.
This is ridiculous.
Well, I can't read anything if it makes you feel any better.
Couldn't read anyway.
That's true. That's true. But so since it is Halloween, I thought we'd have a little fun. So I've got some questions for us.
All right, all right.
Yeah. Are you Matthew McConaughey marathoner? Is that what you are?
Yes, that's a real good observation. I'd like to have you down in Texas, where I'm from.
That's wild. So, first question.
Right.
Have you?
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
ever run a race in a costume?
No.
Practiced in a costume?
No, wait. Yes. For sure I practiced in a costume. Wore it to a practice at least. I don't know. At least wore it to a practice. I had a costume on at practice, yes.
But didn't run in it.
I don't know if I ran in it.
Probably I recall
maybe
showing up, but I don't think we ran in it either.
I don't know if I ran in it. I think Coach would have kicked us out if we ran in it.
Well, if I recall, they were like those big rubber masks, and we probably couldn't have seen anything.
Yeah, I was like a dead, like zombie-ish army dude or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Would you run in a costume?
Absolutely.
Would you race in a costume?
I'd probably win in a costume.
I'd probably win in a costume. Fun stuff.
Is it a double competition? Is it a costume and a race? Do I get 2 prizes because I'm winning that?
I think sometimes they do that, where they best costume and fastest. Yeah.
Well, I'm by winning. I win and I win. Who said that?
That was Matthew McConaughey, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's Charlie Sheen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Close. Another actor.
Mm-hmm. Fun stuff. Have you ever been beaten by somebody in a costume?
Probably. Just didn't notice they were in the costume. Otherwise, they wouldn't let them beat me. I almost got beat by a guy wearing Converses in a college race in cross country one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe how good he was. I was like, this dude is amazing because he's wearing Converses and running like up and down hills on rocks and all kinds of terrain, mud. I was like, someone needs to get him some spikes.
Then he would have been much better, you know?
He would have crushed it.
Yeah. We've all been on nighttime runs, as we've talked about, and things like that, but spookiest run you were ever on?
Spookiest run. Um, spookiest run. There's like spooky things that have happened, but I don't know if they were on runs. Um, I had a spooky walk one time where we got lost going around a lake and we had to go up on somebody's porch and find out where the heck we were and try to call our friends' parents to pick us up because we were out like in the middle of nowhere. We had no idea where we were. That was iffy. Like it was one of those like this porch looks decent, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like may have trouble when the door opens. May not want to see us here, but we have to knock on a door, and we don't really feel like walking any further. So we knocked on this door and was like, "Hey, sorry to bother you in the middle of the night. Like when it's dark out and no one's around, but we just want to use your phone."
So they let you use it?
Oh yeah, the guy looked us up and down like we were like gonna rob him, and then he's like, "Oh wait, okay, you're just a bunch of kids lost. Well, I'll let you use my phone to call one person." It was like, okay, and we're like, "Well, we promise we're not gonna stay. We're gonna leave. We just need to use your phone real quick." And yeah, he was cool after that. Like then he realized like that we were just literally lost, and he was cool. But he's like, "Yeah, you can hang on my porch, no problem." Yada yada yada. So. That was a little spooky because we're like, we don't know if we're gonna make it back to our friend's house. Like, we might have to walk back to our own houses.
Yeah, yeah. Man, that's pretty wild. Um, and then what is your take on candy corn?
Love it. I don't eat it a lot, but I love it. Like it. That's actually a good. It's a good candy. I'm not for most candies. I hate Whoppers. I
Well,
mean,
everybody hates those.
no, not everybody. People like them. People will opt for the Whopper if you give them choices. They go, "I want the Whoppers." I'm like, why? No one wants that. It's a
Yeah,
mothball covered in chocolate.
exactly.
Disgusting.
Only Whopper I want comes between two buns with cheese on it.
I don't get cheese on it, but I understand.
Yeah.
I ran a marathon, not really, but I
With your
look like I
candy
did.
corn.
But I
Not a
look
fan
like
of
I
candy
did.
corn. I'll eat candy corn, but I wouldn't say it's a good candy, but it's an
Oh,
edible candy.
you. I don't even know what to say to that. It's pathetic.
What about when the candy corn comes with the big pumpkins and those like big witches and things like
It's
that?
the
Like,
same thing. They taste the same.
but it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I
Not a
don't need
fan.
the I don't need the pumpkins. I just need the corn.
Yeah.
It's corn.
Oh man.
I mean, it's a vegetable, right?
I mean, they put the green on top of the pumpkins, so I think they're trying to make it a vegetable. Yeah.
I mean, it counts that night as a vegetable or a starch or a fruit, whatever you want to call it, because it's a bunch of sugar looking like a piece of corn. So you can call it whatever you want. You can call it protein that night. On Halloween, candy corn can be any kind of food you want to be.
Oh. I think on Halloween, the candy itself is all food pyramid. Like that's the Halloween food pyramid is
Correct.
candy.
Correct. No, I tease one of my buddies at work about that. I'll tell him. I'll be like, listen, I know which one of these pastries you want. The one with the fruit because it doesn't count as dessert. It's a fruit.
That's ridiculous. But yeah.
What's ridiculous is the shoulders in that costume that you're wearing right there.
Those shoulders aren't part of the costume.
It looks like had a bad Bowflex experience.
Look out, Marky. I'm coming for you.
Someone's been Bowflexing. You got the 90-degree turns in the muscles.
You work with what you got, man. Work with what you got.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the Bowflex. I always felt like the models for the Bowflex had the weirdest design of their anatomy. It made no sense how the muscles were moving and turned and distorted. I was like, "Who's buying this?
Yeah.
Who wants to
Never
look like that?"
never did too much with the Bowflex.
No, I couldn't get over the way that the muscles look different from that compared to people that use like free weights or other machines.
I have their weights where you select
Oh
the.
yeah, those are
Those are
cool.
pretty slick.
Yeah, I like those.
But other than
I'm
that, I'm
pretty
not.
sure I curled those at
So
your house before when you weren't looking.
no problem. They're here. They're over there on the floor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used them a couple times.
I believe it.
Well, all right, all right, all right.
But you got any questions? You come up with
Yeah, I
any?
got lots of questions. Like number
Yeah.
one, how does one find an outfit like that for a grown man to wear?
Well, it wasn't Amazon because it was before Amazon really took off, but it was on the computer, internet.
The internet.
Batman's like my go-to costume, man. I have gone to Batman off and on for 35 years as costume.
I would love it if you ran through a drive-through in that.
I went through a drive-through in this one time.
No, not in a car though. Like just as that costume.
No, I
Move up with
didn't.
the cars. Like move up with the cars and stop, and then move up and like park it. You know what I mean? Like pretend you're in
Yeah.
a car, but you're not in that costume, and go up to the window. Love it.
So one of
Don't bypass my. I want confirmation that you're gonna do this.
no, I'm not gonna walk through it, but I drove through one, and it's even better because I had that blue Mustang, that dark blue Mustang with the convertible top. So
Yes.
I put the top down because it's the Batmobile at that point, and I had this on, and I drove to work, and I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, and I made the guy's day, so that was fun. And I had Batman theme music on in the stereo. It was fantastic. And when I was going down the highway, like 5 or 6 state troopers go flying by, zoom, 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 and I was like, I should call my boss right now and follow those guys and tell them I won't be in, and then get to the scene of wherever they're going and be like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm here."
Yeah, and then it makes the news like local idiot arrested for intervening in cop pursuit,
Yeah, how much fun would that be, though?
state trooper pursuit. It would
But
be
yeah,
fun if it was like a stupid call, like where it wasn't important. That would they'd probably laugh about it. But if it was like a legit call, they'd
oh,
be like, "Dude, you got 2 seconds and we're arresting you."
I know, right? But that morning was very fun. That was a fun morning.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Now I'm gonna go buy one of them just so I can do that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you could probably find it on Amazon. But I think every grown man should have a Batman costume. I like this one, Pure West, but you know,
I actually know
whatever one floats your
I
boat.
know someone who's got a black Corvette that does look like the Batmobile. Like it's not tricked out to look exactly like it, but it does just by like first glance. You're like that looks just like the Batmobile.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I can get it. We can borrow it. You can get in there.
I like it. We have to get you a Robin costume.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
What are the questions?
My besides that question, my other question is what are we doing in costume? Why are we in costumes?
Because Halloween's coming up.
Oh, Halloween! Happy Halloween, everybody!
Yeah, I thought we
If you
didn't say
don't
that at the top. I thought we said that at the top.
if
No.
you don't celebrate it, maybe just today.
Happy Halloween anyway.
Happy Halloween anyway. You don't have to say it. You can just celebrate
Yeah,
it. It's fine.
it's like a hello. It's a hello. Happy Halloween. Just
Halloween.
it's fun, having fun. Yeah.
If I knew you were changing your name, I would have changed the name. I had no idea.
Well, that was a last minute. I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to change this," and hopefully, I remember to change it back next time. Otherwise, it's going to be Bat Wolfman Man for some time.
I'm really sore from this marathon I did.
You should be.
Should probably get an IV.
Better get going before the rigor mortis sets in.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Lactic City, baby.
What's lactic acid again?
I don't know, but it makes it sore.
So, as far as this running stuff goes, right? You've got the diamonds coming up. I think this would be a good year for you to get a diamond.
So I think now that I'm in, I think the Masters, they might get a set of diamonds themselves, but I can't remember.
Well, then you should be a golfer for this Halloween.
A golfer?
You're in the Masters.
No.
Like three golf listeners got that reference.
Yeah, I've only ever golfed once, and I didn't care for it.
I do remember golfing with our buddy Zern and
Oh
almost
yeah,
hitting a house window
I don't
with
really
my
count that
life.
because we weren't on a golf course. I
Yeah, I
mean, like
count it anyway.
actual golfing, I've only ever done once, and I didn't care for it.
I
Not
did
for
it
me.
once. It was slow. I've
Yeah,
actually had people ask me to golf with them since then, and I keep telling them, if you'll run to the hole with me, I will go. We're going to be done in an hour. We're not going to be there all day. And one guy actually said that to me, one buddy, and he's like, I'll do that. He's like, I'll hustle through. We'll just go from one to the other. We'll go first thing in the morning. I was like, yeah, I was like, I would do it then, but I'm not going to go there and like spend 4 hours. I said, it's too long of a day for me.
yeah. So did you do it or no?
Oh, I haven't done with him yet. I probably should go. Probably should go. He'd do it. Like I said, he was. But that's the thing. Like it just depends on your personality, what kind of time you have. I'm not looking to spend my whole, morning afternoon on the golf course. I'm just
Right.
not. It's not my personality.
Yeah.
Guys
Yeah.
like us don't fish. What movie?
I can't remember.
The Guardian. The Guardian. It's a great movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. By the
It
way,
is. That is a good movie. It's a very good movie. You know what else is a good movie?
Batman.
Batman. Any of
Got it.
them. Even
All
the
right.
one with George
What's
Clooney.
your Halloween joke? Let me hear your Halloween joke. I know you have one.
A Halloween joke? I didn't think of a Halloween joke. I
Then you
thought
have
of
to sing a
questions.
song.
All right, or is that a thing?
That's the thing. Yeah, people, you don't have that where you're from, where people go, you go up to the door, you say trick or treat, then they go, do you have a song? Do you tell a joke? And then kids just go, no, it's 2024. I don't do anything. I just go on the internet and play video games.
No, we didn't. We where I live, trick or treating wasn't that big. There's not enough people. We went to like families' houses and visited and
You had the
talked
parties. You had
candy.
parties for Halloween.
Yeah, we would go to like the community hall and have a Halloween thing there. Yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
really trick or treat.
things have gotten better like since we were kids. When we were kids, you used to have to go up to the door, ring the doorbell, knock on the door if there was no ring,
Ding dong.
and they'd invite you in, ask you a bunch of questions. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing, and you would only go in your neighborhood because it was the weirdest thing ever. They would ask you all these questions and have you sing your song. Your parents would be there like having a conversation. It would take a half hour to get through one house, and then you move to the next house. It's the same thing, and you'd be like, "Isn't there someone that just gives candy out to kids? Just throws it at them as they're going by?" Like now it's like that. Like now it's quick. You just run by and
Yeah,
they throw candy at the kids, or they leave it outside and the kids take it. Those three teenagers take all the candy.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but it's totally different than it was. And then you have those trunk or treat things and all that. You got all these different things now. And
yeah.
then you got people doing Halloween on different days. You can get Halloween any day you want. What day
We're
you
having
want?
Halloween today,
You can do Halloween today. Doesn't matter.
and it's gonna come out before Halloween.
Whatever you want. Just change the date.
Make it a Halloween.
But yeah, and then other people, there's people that like go during the day. That gets me. Don't try to trick or treat during the day. It's not like if you're doing the trunk or treat or something like that. That's fine. Like if it's at 4 o'clock or something, that's totally fine. But if you're going door to door, ringing doorbells and knocking, going trick or treat, and it's still really light out, nobody's ready. Nobody's ready. They're still getting their costumes on. They're still gathering candy. They're checking to
My,
see if their Amazon order came through. Like nobody's ready.
my wife's like, "What's all this candy for?" And I'm like, "Us." And she's like, "We're going to like trunk or treat things over the weekend.
No, we're
We're
not.
going to get candy." And I was like, "It was way easier to trick or treat at the grocery store.
Yeah, you're like, no, kids,
I
get your
got
stuff.
bags of it."
What do you got? A pumpkin here? Put your pumpkin out. Put your bag out. It's a reflective bag. Here you go. These are
Yeah.
our kids. Nah, it doesn't matter. It's the same. Circle the
What are,
house. Come back. I'll give you more.
what are you supposed to be?
Circle the whole premises. Come on back. We'll just throw more at you. It's the same thing as going down the road. I'm
Oh,
sure. I'm sure there's people that have done that. They're like,
oh yeah.
yeah, just circle the house, kids.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's fun. The kids enjoy it. They enjoy it. What can you do? I do you dress up though? Do you usually dress up for it?
I do if like when I take the kids, you know.
No, I mean when you're like going around yourself in the Batmobile, like
Oh,
no, but
um,
you dress up for the day for the actual like event,
for
right?
work we did, yeah. And then a lot of times I would just leave whatever I was went to work with on and go with the kids. And most of the time I dress up with the kids, but sometimes I don't.
I
But
usually like to
usually I do.
pick a character that people don't recognize easily and
Like
see.
marathoning Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you could tell. I mean, now, all right, all right, all right. I mean, you just know. All right, all right, all right.
But
I mean, right? It's a giveaway now.
yeah. Well,
But
last
no,
year,
I dressed up as Ted Ryerson or Ned
nice.
Ryerson. Sorry, what am I saying? Ted Ned Ryerson.
I don't even know if I know who that is.
Exactly. Ned Ryerson is the dude in Groundhog Day that
Oh,
comes
okay.
up to Bill Murray's character and is like, "Hey, it's me, Needle Nose Ned, Ned the Head," and and he hates him. He does not like Ned Ryerson at all, and he's
I know
just
who you mean. Yeah.
yeah, he like punches him out and everything. Like it's a great scene. But like I went to people's houses and I was like, "It's me, Ned Ryerson," and we had just like moved into our neighborhood. So I was like the new guy that people kind of knew my name, kind of didn't. And I was like, "Hey, it's me, Ned Ryerson," and they're like looking at me so confused, like my name is Ned Ryerson. And and I just kept it up, man. I just kept in character the whole time.
That's
and
funny.
you know, my wife was like, should you tell them that your name's not Ned? I'm like, they'll figure it out. 2 or 3 years from now, they'll figure out that that's not my name. But I said, if someone calls me that, I'm gonna love it.
Oh,
You
and
know,
you should totally answer to it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Yeah, how you doing?
Ryerson. Yeah, Ryerson.
That's funny.
But yeah, I was the dude from Home Alone, the one that gets hit with the iron in the face.
Oh, Marv.
Marv, the Sticky Bandits.
Ah, Home Alone 2, huh?
Yeah, I did the iron, but I did the you know, I was dressed kind of like, you know, like kind of like a bum, and then had, you know, duct tape on my hand or whatever, like he did in the with the change on it, you know.
Yeah, that's
Some
funny.
people got it, some people didn't get it.
Man,
I was Ralphie in the Easter Bunny outfit. That's a fun one. Do that. Walk around like that. I had my dog with me, so it looked like I was just walking my dog in this giant pink Easter Bunny outfit. And people were just looking at me like, who is this nut? And I was like, I was trying to catch up to my family, and I wasn't catching up quickly, so I just looked like an idiot walking their dog in this big outfit, you know.
that's great.
And my facial expressions were just like Ralphie's in the movie, just like
That's pretty fantastic. That's fun.
I don't.
No,
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing this year though.
yeah, I don't know. My one son's gonna be Batman this year, and he wanted me to dress up as one of the villains. Last year he was Spider Man, or no, he was one of the villains from Spider Man. And as we're like walking out the door, he's like, "Oh, Daddy, I want you to be Spider Man." Okay, so I I put my glasses on, you know, and I put on a flannel with an Iron Man T-shirt on underneath it, and I put a Spider Man mask in the pocket, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just Peter Parker." Just didn't put my costume on yet. That's what I told people. So that was fun. He liked it.
Yeah,
Uh, I was Thor one year. I was Gaston one year. Batman many years.
yeah.
Every year, every day.
Now I don't know if you remember this, but remember how my dad used to dress up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
scare the
were
heck out of
fun.
everybody and
Be on the roof and
get on the
stuff.
roof. Yeah, there was now if you're looking for a good idea, this is one that will really freak people out. My dad used to come up with some creative stuff. Well, one of the things was he raked up a bunch of leaves in a pile right by the steps, and he just made this giant, massive pile of leaves, like well before the holiday. So it was just sitting there. So everyone that went by the house, saw this massive thing of leaves, and he then got an outfit and taped. No, I'm sorry, glued a bunch of leaves to it, like just glued leaves everywhere, like a face mask, sweatshirt, pants, everything. And he got in the outfit and then got in the pile of leaves. And then when kids would come up the steps or adults, he would like come out of the leaves, grab their leg or whatever, like he would do all this stuff. And then people would freak out, and then like people didn't come back for like years after that.
Remember when we did a they did trick or treating in the dorms, and we had that first floor suite and made it a haunted house. And
Yes.
we had two versions of it where it was like, okay, these kids are too young, and then like, okay, now
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna
I
get
forgot.
scary. That
Yeah, we
was
had the we had
fun.
the normal trick or treaters that
Yeah,
like you don't want to scare, and then the people that we didn't want to give candy to.
yeah,
the
it was
older
fun.
kid, the older group we don't want to give candy to. Go in that room over there, see what happens, if you dare.
Yeah,
Um,
that was
hey,
fun.
remember, I think I'm out of questions. I'm starting to get to the point where this thing, I don't even understand how marathoners use this thing.
Well, when it's really really cold, it's really really helpful. Plus, you're in practically your skibbies, so.
I don't buy anything you're saying.
But
I'm not going to trust a grown man dressed as a bat.
fun stuff.
But we will catch up with more running and other stuff next time. For this time, guys, just enjoy the holiday, have fun, get out for a run if you can. If you can't, don't
Yeah,
worry about it. Have fun, enjoy it. Go out with the kids, get some candy, and we
be
will.
safe.
Of course, I will.
Don't eat too much candy; you'll have nightmares.
And your blood sugar will go really high. But that's another conversation for another day with a dietitian on the show. All right, Maverick and Wolfman running out. Well, all right, all right, all right.